It's just nonsensical garbage. It's not even worth responding to, honest to God. Oh, this one. Oh, this video. Oh God, I forgot. I can barely hear the bimbo. Not upset though. Oh, my volume is way down. Sorry about that.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Every time, yes.
Okay, so I already watched this, but I gotta rewatch it. So Jordan Peterson is a good example of spreading misogyny while pretending to be a harmless self-help psychologist.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, yes. Every time I bring up Jordan Peterson to someone in my personal life, and I'm like, I think that he's a harmful person. Like,
If you think Jordan Peterson's harmful, then you're just not paying attention. Honest to God. Like I can't even lie to you. You are paying so little attention. It's actually kind of painful. Like if you've seen the movie Don't Worry Darling, the main villain was, inspired by Jordan Peterson. You can tell that lady has never listened to a second of Jordan Peterson in her life. She's only seen 2-second clips and thinks she knows everything about them. It's like the exact same mentality for all these white women. They think that they're so much smarter than what they are. They think that they understand uh Jordan Peterson, and they don't. The movie was ass. It was I liked it as a movie. I thought it felt very Matrix-esque, but yeah, nah, but knowing it was based on Jordan Peterson, I was like, nah, that shit's trash because it's just the delusional modern feminist bullshit. It's the same shit.
he spreads harmful ideologies and he masks it. He's a harmful person. Like, he spreads harmful ideologies and he masks it through some.
I would love to know these harmful ideologies that they keep speaking of. Hold on. Yo, loser, if you're here, if you can find that clip of Jordan Peterson talking about how to better yourself, that'd be great. Jordan. They never mentioned the ideas that are so harmful. Yeah, there was like a short where Jordan Peterson was like, if you're not wanted by I had to find it later, but no, it was yeah, I don't know. These people just have like they always keep saying harmful ideologies, harmful ideologies. What harmful ideologies? Stop talking and start showing for once.
Person, like, he spreads harmful ideologies and he masks it through something else. People are like,
I can instantly turn this back on her. Not even the harmful ideologies. Let's say bad or wrong ideologies, right? Let's say that. Wait, give me some context on the Peterson clip. He was talking to someone and he was like, he said like the guys who aren't wanted by any women. What? So you're just gonna force women to like you? No, you have to better yourselves. I think it's a more recent clip. I've seen it on YouTube Shorts. It might be in my history. I can go look, but actually, let's go do that right now. Nah, I have to find this fucking clip. It might be on TikTok. I'll find it later. But let's just keep going with this shit.
Harmful person, like, he spreads harmful ideologies and he masks it through something else. People are like,
but yeah, no, you can take this and just say masks it from whatever. Don't modern feminists mask their arguments with emotions? No? Okay.
shut up, he really helped me. Like, especially men in particular, because he targets men.
Wait.
Masks it through something else. People are like, shut up, he really helped me. Like,
because he did.
Especially men in particular, because he targets men.
He doesn't target men, and anyone who thinks that he's target men, again, isn't paying attention. These people think that they're much smarter than what they are.
Oh my God, yes. Because here's the thing. Jordan Peterson, like, when he first started and was just like a self-help psychologist and just wrote self-help books, like, he was great, right? That's fine, right? That's all great, and it's great if he helped you, whatever, right? And then I feel like what
I think I saw that one. He was saying something like, if all the women are rejecting you, then it's not all the women's fault. It's probably something with you. Yes, that clip. I don't know. I've seen it, and it's somewhere in TikTok. If it's on YouTube, it's on my TikTok, but I don't know where it is. If you could pull that clip up, then that clip will go in the YouTube video when I'm talking about this, and I'll just cut this part out.
happened is he got bored, and
he got bored. Really? So
then started, was like, okay, now I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm
remember that clip? I gotta find it again. Okay, appreciate it. So wait, so he got bored, and that's why he's
bored now. I've done everything that I need to do. Let me start saying some controversial shit.
Controversial shit. So why, like, one thing that I don't understand about these morons, I don't understand this about these low IQ idiots, is why is it whenever someone has controversial opinions, they have them simply because they're controversial? You are so arrogant that you think that your way of thinking is so 100% correct that anyone who thinks otherwise is doing it to troll you.
And like I think that he is the epitome, like the perfect example of the alt-right pipeline.
And this is how you know they're a fucking moron. If they use the term, oh, no way you found it that quick, bro. No way you found it that quick.
So you're a young man, and all the women are rejecting you. Who's got the problem? It's not all the women. That's a bad road to go down. If all the women are rejecting you, it's you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So
like the perfect example of the alt-right pipeline.
yeah, but that's how you know just the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan idiot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not shitting on white people. This is just your typical blonde-haired, blue-eyed, privileged-ass Aryan moron. Honest to God. If you legitimately believe in the alt-right pipeline, you're an idiot. Just flat out. You have an IQ of 4.5. You honest to God, you should not have the same. You should not be able to vote. Your IQ is less than 80, and I guarantee you these same idiots would not be able to join the military. These people are so fucking stupid.
The alt-right pipeline is more likely to target men than women because women are more accepted in their identities. They can find self-help spaces. They can find group spaces easier. Women talk with their friends. They create community easier. Women talk with men because women are more accepted in their identities. They can find self-help spaces. They can find group spaces easier.
If you separate this part from the alt-right pipeline part, I kind of agree. The talk to their friends, men talk to their friends. That means nothing.
Women talk with their friends. They create communities with each other, while men, they bottle up their emotions. They don't, blah, blah, blah. I could go.
People like women like this, honest to God, I'm going to keep it at 100% with you. I'm going to keep it 100% with you. I do not think women like this have any male friends or any male influence in their life. These people do, like women like this do not actually know what men are like or how men are. Hot take, I don't think women should be in the police or military. I do not think that is an incredibly hot take. I haven't decided how I feel about that yet.
All into this why men are targeted more than women in the alt-right pipeline. That's not the point of this video. He specifically targets men.
Oh, that's not the point of this video because you're not going to be able to explain it because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're literally just repeating other things that you've heard in your life.
Men with his self-help books as well. He appeals to men more. He specifically targets men with his self-help books.
To my knowledge, he does not. I could be wrong. He maybe could have come out with some self-help books for men, but he's stated multiple times his lectures are not for men. Unless he specifically states it's for men to help men out, then it's not for men. But the reason that you think that is because you don't understand what self-help is. You don't understand the philosophy of stoicism. You don't understand. There's a lot of things that you don't understand. I mean, it's very obvious there's a lot of things you don't understand, but there's a whole list of things that you don't understand.
As well, he appeals to men more, right?
He appeals to men more because men actually want to help themselves. Women just want to complain about their problems. I'm not even sorry about that one. I'm not apologizing for that one. Women literally just want to complain instead of actually trying to fix their problems. That is why women will get mad at their boyfriends or their husband when they're just sitting there ranting yada 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 yada, and the boyfriend or husband gives them a solution to the problem. It's like, wow, you don't even care. You're not even listening. Like, bitch, I don't. Why do you want to have a problem? Clearly, you do not care. Men are problem oriented. We are solution oriented. We want to fix whatever the problem is. Women do not. That is why men appeal to Jordan Peterson, because Jordan Peterson will give you a solution, quote unquote. That's why women don't like him. Women don't want solutions. Women would literally rather suffer and complain repeatedly over and over and over nonstop.
So he gets people to like him, to agree with him, and then he says controversial shit. However,
they like him and agree. Is it possible they like him and they agree with him because they like him and agree with him? Is that a possibility? No? Okay.
I call this the Ben Shapiro effect. People have been calling it the Ben Shapiro effect, where, however, I call this the Ben Shapiro effect.
Oh yeah, Ben Shapiro, the guy who says facts over feelings and constantly spits facts at you, and people don't like him because, again, women don't want solutions. They don't want facts. They just want to complain. They want problems. They want the drama. Not all women, obviously, but clearly, I mean, this woman has more followers than I do, so.
People have been calling it the Ben Shapiro effect, where you are saying controversial, misogynistic, racist, like, shit, but you mask it.
Give me an example of any of these. Give me an example. You can't, because you're just talking out of your ass. You literally just repeat what you're a fucking parrot. That is what you are. You're not a human being. We are not the same species. You are a parrot.
Using big fancy words and philosophical terminology and make it all fancy and stuff to make it sound really intelligent, when really you're just saying like surface level bullshit. Like,
imagine being so pretentious, it's so narcissistic, so stuck up, so egotistical, and convinced that you are a genius, that you are calling what Jordan Peterson is saying surface level shit. Imagine being that delusional, and you have a following of like over 150,000 or something like that, right? Almost 150,000 followers, and you think that you are so intelligent that you have everything else figured out, and people like Jordan Peterson are fucking morons. That is crazy to me.
Takes. So then you don't even realize that you're
Like, if Jordan Peterson is giving surface level takes, I would die to see what she thinks is an intellectual take. You know what? I bet money on this. Hold on. I bet money. I can't click it on PC. That you're doing the same thing you're calling Jordan Peterson out for? Exactly. But these people are like, nah. Hold on. Nah, I gotta look this one up. I can't do it on PC, but we're gonna have some fun. Just straight vibing. Let's go to her following list. Oh wow, she follows my boy U-Train. That's crazy, actually. Of course she follows consciously. Tracy Joseph, why does that sound familiar? I've seen that face before, but I don't remember. Dylan Mulvaney. Of course you follow Dylan Mulvaney. You're fucking... If you don't know who that is, just... I don't even want to explain it. I don't even want to explain that shit. Not even gonna lie to you. I'm looking for one thing in... Yeah, oh god, that person. You are 100% correct. I'm looking for one thing in particular. Ah, I fucking knew it. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna put this in the video. She follows Drew. She follows Drew Afuelo. Or how... I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm sorry. I legitimately do not know how to pronounce it. She follows Drew. I have the fucking screen... I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Like this dangerous stuff, and then you slowly get more and more extreme. Like that is exactly how the alt-right extreme.
I knew she followed Drew.
So then you don't even realize that you're consuming like this dangerous stuff, and then you...
The problem that I have with these people, it's so simple. They legitimately assume that men are retarded. Can I say that on you? I don't care. They legitimately assume that men have 4.5 IQ and are so fucking stupid. They're actually advocating and legitimately arguing that men are so stupid and so socially unaware and lack so much intelligence that we as men are incapable of seeing that someone is being racist or sexist or homophobic or whatever buzzword they want to use. They are legitimately convinced that we are so stupid and socially unaware that we can't see it and we just get roped in. That's why I can't take any of these fucking idiots seriously.
Slowly get more and more extreme. Like that is exactly how the alt-right pipeline works.
Yeah, because that's how the alt-right pipeline works. You Yeah, you clearly understand how the alt-right pipeline works. I'm 100% convinced of it. You know what you're talking about. You go, girl. You stick it to the patriarchy. It's so fucking
frustrating that people don't see that. Like so many...
It's frustrating that people like you are so stupid and that you have an opinion and you are so convinced that your opinion is so right and you know what you're talking about. That shit's frustrating to me. But that doesn't matter because I have the power. Hey, we live in a patriarchy.
Men love him. And I'm like, bro...
I wonder if... And so many women love Drew Afuelo. I wonder why. One of us is wrong here.
If you don't believe me, let me give you an example of some things he said.
Oh, I remember this part. Let's see if I can... I remember most of these quotes. Let's see if I can break them down.
White privilege is not real.
White privilege is not real. If you think it's real, you're delusional. Not gonna lie to you. It is real in the sense that, like, there's white privilege, but not how they talk about it. There's white privilege, there's black privilege, there's Asian. Everyone is privileged in some sort of way. And everyone is also disprivileged in some sort of way, right? Like that I will not agree with. But white privilege, the way that you think about it, is not real.
He doubts that women and men can coexist in the workplace at all.
There is a conversation. I remember that one, and I don't recall the video, but I do recall him saying this one, and I was thinking about this one. So there is some truth behind that statement in particular. The problem is things are either masculine or feminine. We can argue about it all day long, but that's just the way that it is. So you have masculine workplaces and you have feminine workplaces. The problem is that most of the workplaces that we have are male dominated. Therefore, they are male workplaces and therefore they are masculine. The problem is that you women can't keep up with masculine energy. They just, like, most of them cannot. So the problem is that women want to come into male dominated workplaces and then tell them how to run it. They want them to accommodate to them, who are the minority and are just now getting into it. That's the problem. So if you could, quote unquote, act like a man, you'd be perfectly fine in a workplace. Honestly, you will. If you can act like a man, you can work like a man, you could talk like a man, you'll do fine. Honestly. And the exact opposite argument goes, except for men don't go into female dominated spaces and try to tell them how to live their life, except for, like swimmers like Leah Thomas, who's going into women's locker rooms. Imagine you having a fucking, imagine being a teenager though. Imagine having a teenage daughter and a man, a trans woman, comes in there and is in the same locker room as your daughter. Imagine that. Imagine someone with a penis being in the same room changing as your naked daughter. How you gonna feel about that? Anyway, but men generally, besides those mentally ill individuals, do not go into female dominated places and tell them how to live their life. So the problem is that someone's gonna be butting heads somewhere, and that generally leads to a not as good workplace. So I mean, there's some truth behind that.
He thinks that believing that like gender and sex are two different things is as stupid as believing that the world is flat.
No, flat out you are. I was thinking about this. Let's put it in simplistic terms. If you want to put it in simple terms, let's look at it. Gender exists. As a guy in the military, they tell us from day one our first job is being a soldier, then whatever you sign up for. If I get into a gunfight with the Taliban and build because you'll not be able to carry me. We lower the fitness standard so much that women don't handle stress the same as men. Yeah, no, it's a whole multitude of things. Hold on, let me get this one.
Believing that the world is flat.
No, I was thinking about this. Let's think about this. Let's break down this gender ideology. But instead, let's look at the words gender and sex. The only reason the word gender exists in English is because our language is a gendered language, right? We have pronouns for men and women. We like, our language exists, and it's based off Germanic. And our language is also similar to Romance languages, which are also gendered languages. So the only reason that gender exists is because you can't have sex words. That doesn't make sense. So we have gendered words, right? But there are plenty of languages on the planet that don't have gendered words. They don't have gender because I think Hungarian, I think I saw a clip, Hungarian is an example, right? Like they just don't have gender in their language. So the problem with this is you're trying to take this small concept, the fact that words have gender just because our language is gendered, right? And you're trying to make it, oh yeah, that means that people can identify however you want. That's not the case. You're taking something small and you're making it big. So I would argue that if you believe in gender ideology and you actually think that a woman can be a man or vice versa, then you are an idiot. You have 4.5 IQ. Honest to God, if eugenics was legal, I don't think you should be allowed to reproduce. I don't think you should be allowed to be around children. You shouldn't be allowed to spread these stupid ass ideas. Most of the world, I would argue over 80+% of the world, and I would even argue most of the non-modern world, if not all of the non-modern world, doesn't believe in this nonsense. This nonsense is literally made up in the last 60 years, and it was made up by a fucking monstrous pedophile. So no, you are stupid if you believe in it. It's that simple. It's that simple, and there's no other way to look at it.
He thinks that the patriarchy is made up, that it is
the patriarchy is made up, flat out. I could see a world where we used to live in a patriarchy, but in modern America, we do not live in a patriarchy. If you think that is the case, I'm sorry, but you also have 4.5 IQ. Again, you are just repeating things that you have heard. You have done no sort of research on your own. You don't know what's going on, and you're literally just a fucking parrot. Squawk, squawk.
a ludicrous illusion.
It is.
That Islamophobia is a word made up by fascists.
I haven't heard him say that, but I could see why he thinks that. Because Islamophobia is no different than, like, I can't really explain that one, but I don't know about fascists. I don't know about that one, but I could see a made up word.
Like delusional shit.
Because I mean, would you call Jewish people Islamophobes? Would you call like Israelis Islamophobes if they don't like Islam? Right? Would you call them that? No, we only call white people that, right? I don't know. There's some thought to go into that one.
He spreads like that shit. Like that is delusional level shit. But
you cannot be delusional and call someone delusional. Like my only counter argument to that is you follow Drew. Your point's irrelevant. By definition, the patriarchy doesn't exist because it's solely yes. Like I've told people before, the Congress is 70-30 men women. That's the ratio for it, right? And people are like, "Oh my God, Congress is 70% men. It's clearly male dominant." Like, no, you stupid moron. You 4.5 IQ individual. It's not 70% of the 100. Because you have two halves, you're not looking at 100%. You only look at 50% at the time, right? So it's 70% out of 50%. You're 20% over, right? And then you look at women, it's 30% out of 50%. You're 20% under. Realistically, 20% is not a whole lot. 20% is not a whole lot in this case, right? And generally, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably because there are way more men that run for Congress seats. So I don't know. I'd have to look at the numbers for that one. But either way, it's not like it's delusion. It's delusional. That's all it is.
He like
Imagine and like I don't want to be that guy to pull up a kind of a Barack style of like argument. We have a female vice president. You think if we lived in a patriarchy, we would have a female vice president? Let's be real.
masks it. And that's just like to name masks it. And that's delusional level shit, but he like masks it.
Is it possible you see it as masking because you can't see it at all because you have rose-colored glasses on? Is it possible that you just can't see it all? If you're looking at the world through a Coke bottle, like is it the world that's wrong or is it your eyesight?
And that's just like to name like a tiny, tiny handful. This man has been on so many.
If you have literally 500 hours worth of content online, yeah, I can cherry pick anything that you've said that sounds bad. Women don't want to be in those positions of power because they can't handle that kind of stress. There's absolutely nothing stopping women. Yes, exactly. It's all personal choice. That's all it ever comes down to. But they don't want to admit that because they would have to concede that we don't live in a patriarchy, and they'll never do that.
Many panels. And
Yeah, but also if you have over 500, probably realistically closer to 600 hours now of content online, yeah, there will be some shit that you can just pull out of context and just make it sound bad. That's what you did to Andrew Tate.
to name like a tiny, tiny handful. This man has been on so many panels and
shit on so many people too. Absolutely intellectually dumped on them motherfuckers. Not gonna lie to you.
many podcasts and said so much shit. I can't access this document anymore because I
Oh, this is my favorite
high
part.
school email because they lock it down once you like leave. I used to have a document in my old high school Google Drive that like had all the shit from his interviews that were like just problematic. Like people will
I mean, they're obsessed. They're obsessed.
look at that man and be like, he's an intellectual, but he doesn't believe in something as simple as the patriarchy and white privilege.
As something as simple as the patriarchy and simple as the patriarchy and white privilege. If it was simple, then more people would believe in it. But unfortunately, you just use words, but they don't know what they mean. So, again, let me remind you of this video.
So you're a young man, and all the women are rejecting you. Who's got the problem? It's not all the women. That's
Right.
a bad road to go down. If all the women are rejecting you, it's you.
Wow, who would have guessed? Yeah, I mean, these people, like I said, these people are just dumb as shit. They love to throw around the word problematic for anything they don't like. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not even gonna get into it.